Hello and welcome. My name's Marie and this is my yarn journey. Hope you are well and that you've had a good week. So this is my usual Friday knit chat update. If you do want to get in touch with me in any way, all the details will be down in the description. I'm on Instagram, Ravelry. You can email me if you want to get in touch in that way. I have a Discord group where you can share photos of your current work or get help from other knitters. I've also got a Ko-fi account and a wish list on Ravelry if you would like to contribute to the channel, which is always very, very nice. Currently, I am wearing a sweater that one of my viewers treated me to, which is very lovely. And this is the Eyelet Loop sweater by Other Loops. I knit this in a merino. I think it was it's a wool Angora blend from Onling. It's the first time I've used this yarn. It's the first time I've used any yarn from this brand. And what can I say? It is a super lightweight but super warm sweater. The fit turned out lovely. I'm really pleased with it. I've only worn it once before wearing it again today to record, and boy has it shed. Now the pants I've got on today aren't too bad because they don't cling to it, but the trousers I was wearing on on Sunday at the yarn festival, they got absolutely covered in red fluff along on my thighs, basically. I felt warm. I didn't have any coat on. It was quite a cool day. Inside the show was very, very hot, but outside was cool, but I didn't feel that with this on. It's very cozy, oversized fit. I like the way it fits me. The neckline's lovely, doesn't pull up uncomfortably. Yeah, the only thing is this yarn, this has pilled as well. And I'm presuming that's, I hope you can see I've left it because I didn't want to de-pill it before showing you. There's a few other spots as well I've found under my arms. But bear in mind, I was at the show, I had my handbag, I just had this on, no coat, had my handbag on me, was brushing up against people. There was a lot of walking around, so it will have got quite tested. But yeah, I do need to de-pill it. Also, it'd be quite easy to get the pills off, so that's quite good. But whether it's one of those yarns that's going to pill constantly and I'm going to have to de-pill it all the time, or whether it's just it has that first flurry and then it's okay after that, only time will tell. But what to wear it with when it sheds so much onto your clothes, I do not know, because I'm not sure I want to be de-fluffing my trousers every time I leave the house. But yeah, absolutely love it though. I would highly recommend this yarn, apart from those things I've just mentioned, because if you want something warm and cozy, beautifully soft against skin, and I can be quite sensitive, there's not a single prickle on this. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it. I'd highly recommend the pattern. I think it's got a lovely fit. I mean, I could even probably go down a size, apart from I don't know how that would affect the neckline. Yeah, turned out very, very nice, and I'm really pleased. And I think I did crack into my final ball. I need to weigh it actually to find out how much I've got left to see if I can use it for anything else, but we shall see. I might be able to get some fingerless mitts out of it because I bet they'll be quite nice and warm. So you knew I'd finished this last week, but did I have it on last week's video? No, it was blocking, wasn't it? So I thought I'd better show you in this week's video so you can get a look at it. And if you've watched my Yarn Festival vlog, which was up on the channel on Tuesday from Yorkshire Yarn Fest, you will have seen me wearing it. And to move on to the next thing that I want to talk about today, I have got a finished object, and I'm not sure if you've been here a while that you'll quite believe this is a finished object. Yes, I have a full pair of socks finished. And I am very, very pleased that these are off the needles. I think they look fantastic. Now, I bet you can tell they're not blocked, they're fresh off the needles yesterday. I tried the first one on and that fit me beautifully. I will want to block them, but I'm a little bit like, should I not bother? Because, you know, they fit me so beautifully. But then I think to myself, well, because I'm doing a box of socks and these are going to go put away for nearly 12 months before I wear them, then because these will be my birthday gift to myself, if I do not block these and do not check the fit after block, how am I going to be able to adjust going forward? So yeah, I think I've just answered my own thoughts there. These were done in a random neon purple mini from my minis bag, and the main yarn is the John Arbon sock in a lovely grey colour. I was inspired by her colourway, but I decided to go with purple instead of orange. It's a summerly pattern from the Sailor sock set, and it's a broken rib. I can't remember how many, I keep saying this every week, don't I? I can't remember how many patterns are in that set, but this is the one that I chose to do. And her version I really, really loved, so I wanted to do my own. I think they've turned out beautiful. Let's just pray that they do fit me well. And then I have got a new cast on to show you. So I said last week, didn't I, that I wanted a little bit of a break from doing the big garments because my hands were aching a bit and my wrists. The Calm Down sweater was quite heavy. This one wasn't quite so, but I think the thing is, I've knit those two big garments in quite a fast pace, really. And it's been a lot of knitting in a short, you know, in the hours I've got available. So all those contributing factors I wanted, and I thought I'd do my socks in 9-inch circulars, which would be a definite change in the position of my hands. And I think that has helped significantly with how they feel. At first, I was finding it, first few days I was just a bit slow, but then I was like, yeah, it felt a lot better. So having a little rest and doing the smaller things is definitely helping in that way. And if you haven't seen the Yarn Festival video, I did get some yarns, one of which I've cast on, so I'll show you that now. So this is a yarn from Henny Penny Makes. It came with two 50-gram colourways in this set, and it's a 75-25 merino nylon. And this is the colourway. Like I say, this is one of the 50 grams, and this is the one that I've decided to cast on. I've caked it up ready. And what I wanted to do with these two 50-gram weights yarns is I wanted to try and do 2 pairs of shorties, because I know that I would like some more shorties in my set, because when it gets to the autumn time, I still like to wear some of my 3/4 length linen pants, summer pants, with a bit of a warmer top, and then I do like to wear my trainers, but I need a sock for those. So I thought I'd try knitting myself some shorties. I've only got one pair, I think, upstairs that's hand knit. And the pattern that I am doing, I can't remember the name of, but I'll just show it you now. I had a good look last night. It's quite a plain one. I'm already on the heel flap here. Has a lovely cable effect on the top, but it's not a cable, so you don't need a cable needle. It's very easy to do. 4-row repeat pattern. And I'll just get my iPad because I just need to tell you what the pattern is called. So it's Cozy Time Shorty Socks, and that's by Knit On Designs. And I'm absolutely loving how it's knit up. I only cast these on yesterday and this is the progress I've made. So fingers crossed I can get these done quite quickly. Now, the only modification that I've made here is because this pattern comes in one size. Obviously, you can modify it because it's still it's a 2x2 rib, the pattern, essentially. And you only do it on the cuff, so it's very easy just to add 2 more stitches or take away if you need to make it a different size. But I decided that, bearing in mind what's been happening with my socks being too big after block, I've decided to go with a 64. So I have been doing a 72, I've tried a 68. And the main thing is, with a 64, it fits me everywhere, a 64 stitch sock, but it doesn't, it feels very, very tight over the top of my foot. So I'm back to the drawing board with doing a bigger heel flap, and I'm just about to pick up my stitches now. And yeah, so I've decided to go up to a 2.5mm, knowing that I'm a tighter knitter. And then I have also decided to do the heel flap, and I've counted the rows. Now, in the Summerlee patterns, you do it to a measurement, which can be helpful if you're a tighter knitter and your row gauge is off. And all I've been doing lately is just picking up what's available, and that's worked out perfect for there being no holes and the socks looking good on completion. But what I thought is, because I've decided to go back down to the 64 stitch and I'm doing the 2.5, I need to actually, regardless of how many stitches I'm picking up at the side, I need to know how many rows I'm actually completing in the heel, so I can make more precise tweaks rather than measuring, which can be off. Whereas I think rows is more accurate based on my own knitting style, and over time I will know how long then I need to do a heel flap for me. So that's what I've decided to do on this occasion. Really, really pretty. I'm loving the colour. If you've been here before, you know that I'm always drawn to the purples. And yeah, I really enjoyed knitting on it last night, and I did enjoy finishing off my sock. To be fair, it knit up a lot quicker than I was expecting. Now, the other colourway that was in the Henny Penny Makes set was this colourway. And I haven't 100% decided what pattern I'm going to do with that. I've got a few on my queue, but a few of them, and I know patterns can over allow, but some of them that I'm wanting to do, there is one in particular that I might try, but I didn't want something too complicated with my first one, and this being just on the cuff meant it was quite good. But I've got a couple of others that have like a cabling pattern or a faux cable down the front. I do have a bundle on Ravelry of socks if you want to have a look, and the ones that I was looking at were in there. So once I've finished that pair, I will decide with this one. And if you've got any suggestions, obviously pop them in the comments. It's just frustrating that some of them do say more than 200 meters, even for the medium size. So let's see if I get this first pair of socks out of the 50 grams. And then I'll make a decision on what to do next. If they fit me nice, I might just end up doing the same ones again. Who knows? And this is the other yarn that I got. This is from the Yarn Artist, and she does a lot of yarns inspired by album covers or artist work or book covers. And this one is inspired by the Taylor Swift cover. I presume it's a new album. I don't know. I'm not that up on current music. And this one I'm hoping to do. So again, you could probably make some suggestions. The socks that I really want to do is a DK weight, by the way, 100 grams. I would love to do a pair of Sunday socks by Petite Knit. Again, I don't know if I'll have enough. I don't know what the best way to go about it is. I'm not really sure I want to do a toe up version, although that will probably be the best way to do it. I've just not keen on the toe up heels, but I'd love to make something like that with these. So I'd still need to think about what I want to do with that. And again, if you've got any suggestions, please put them in the comments, because it always does help. Next thing that I wanted to talk to you about is my future knitting plans. We've been talking about that over the last few weeks. I have had 2 patterns purchased for me by my wonderful viewers. So the Slightly Sassy V and the, why can't I remember the name of it, because we've been talking about it for weeks, the Lyra blouse. So those 2 patterns are next on my radar. I've also got a Ukrainian pattern that I want to do, but if you look out on my channel in the next couple of weeks, I will be popping up a stash video, because I did a little mini stash reorganisation in the boxes that I have in my understair cupboard with the yarns in, mainly because I wanted to have a good look through it and see if I had any yarn that was suitable for the Ukrainian Ukrainian pattern. And so I definitely have the Lyra blouse and the Slightly Sassy V that I want to do, and I have the yarns for those, so I'll just show you those. I've decided that this is definitely the yarn that I want to go for doing the Slightly Sassy V. Bit of a theme going on here. And I've got 3 skeins of this, so it should be ample to do that. I'm hopeful that I can get a full length sleeve. That would be ideal. And I'm sure that I've got a lit, because these are almost 400 meters per 100 grams, which gives me 1,200 meters. And I think it was 1,030 it recommends for the 3/4 length sleeve, I think it says, and the body. So I'm hoping that I'll have enough there to do full length sleeves, which will be great. And I'll just show you briefly again what I'm using for the Lyra blouse. Now I don't know if my swatch is in here, so I can show you the swatch. And this is the fabric I'm getting for the Lyra blouse, hoping that it'll end up not being see-through and be very much just a lightweight fabric like this one that I've got on here. And this is a combination of 2 yarns, and I needed that to get a fabric that I was happy with. So I am using this beautiful Zakami yarn, which is a blend, and I don't know if I've got a ticket there. Oh no, this is for the other one, and it's these 2. So that's the Chroma Nima, and that's the Zakami yarn. It's a blend of linen, wool and silk, I think. And this one is 100% cashmere from Chroma Nima. So I'm very much looking forward to giving that a try. I'm not sure which of those patterns I will cast on first, but it's probably not going to be in the next week. But you know me, I could change my mind. I could get bored of the socks. The other things are still on my radar, so I still do want to adjust that first sweater. I've still not plucked up the courage to start that. You're probably all just shouting at the screen, because it'll be one of them. Like with the sock, it'll be as soon as I start doing it, it'll be done and off the needles within no time. But I think it's more just the thought of it. And books, I am listening to the 2nd book in the 4th Wing series. Absolutely loving that audiobook, and any chance I get, I'm listening to that. So I'd highly recommend that if you haven't. Very long, detailed stories that I really have been enjoying. Paperback at bedtime, I'm reading this one. Now, I read Bride and Mate, which I absolutely loved. I do like paranormal romance, which I think is what it's called. It's genre it's in. And then this one is based in a, basically they're all scientists is what I'm trying to say. And when I first started reading it, I was a bit unsure, but I'm about halfway through now and I really am enjoying it. I'm looking forward to reading it each night. I do really like Ali Hazelwood's writing style. Quite easy to read, fun romance, that one. So if you're looking for something like that, you could certainly give that a go. I just thought after reading Bride and Mate and enjoying them so much that I would try those. Now I just want to say a massive thank you, because I have reached 1,000 subscribers on my channel and I'm so pleased, and it's down to you for watching, subscribing, liking and following along my YouTube journey, as it were, along with my knitting journey. And I am quite in shock, to be fair. When I first started recording these videos, I had no idea if anybody would watch me, if anyone would like what I was putting out, if anyone was even interested in my knitting journey. And I feel like over the time I have made a lovely community here of people, and a lot of familiar faces that week in, week out are watching my videos and commenting and coming together to help in my knitting journey. And that's something that I really do appreciate. And because of that, I have met some wonderful people. And because of that, I do want to thank you all by doing a little giveaway. And I have made or put together a little scrappy advent. And I'm just going to show you now. And this is the advent. Obviously I have filled all the boxes with mainly yarns. A couple of other surprises are in there. Now this does light up, so you can have it on display. I've got one similar myself and I just really like having it on display. While making this, I have filled my own up as well, so I'll be opening the doors each day in December to add a stripe to my scrappy blanket, because that's what I love to do. So I thought I'd like to pass on the joy to somebody else, and hopefully they will enjoy either starting a scrappy blanket tradition in December like I do, or doing their own scrappy project tradition. Whatever you want to do with them is entirely up to you. You may just want to use them in random other projects, but I know how much joy I got out of mine, and I would like to pass that on to one of you. Now, this will be open to any of my viewers. I'm willing to post this internationally, but what I would say is that unfortunately, because of the timing, I won't be able to guarantee that it will get to you by the 1st of December if you're not in the UK, but I am more than willing to send it to whoever wins, and it will be random from the comments. All that I ask is, if you do want to, only take part if you want this prize and you think you can make use of it. And I will, because I know scrappy projects aren't everybody's cup of tea, and if you put a Christmas tree emoji into the comments, I'll pick one at random before recording next Friday's update, and then I will announce it on next week's video. Now, I will not ask you to go on any links or press on anything in the comments, because I know there can be a lot of scammers. The only thing I will do is in next week's video, I will announce who's won, and I will ask you to email me, and my email address is always in the description on my videos, so you will know that's genuine and you won't have to pay anything out to get this prize. I'm just wanting to do this as a thank you for everyone supporting me. So I hope that whoever wins that does something wonderful, and it will also be wonderful to see whoever wins it maybe popping up a picture on the Discord group if they want to. And I think that that's everything that I wanted to talk about today. Vinny is fast asleep, snuggled up in his blanket, as usual, while I've been filming. He doesn't seem to come on the camera these days, does he? And yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing with the socks. Do you think I can have them finished for next week's video? We shall see. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.